Lenovo has recently sent me this bone conduction technology headphones which is wireless. In this video, I will share the complete review of these headphones to help you make your buying decision better. Hello guys, I am Shal from TechZonical. Now let's get started. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing because it motivates me to review more products in an unbiased and thoughtful manner for you. Okay, before I start reviewing this particular headphone, let me share one thing. What is bone conduction technology and its benefits? In very simple word, bone conduction technology offers a vibration kind of mechanism on your cheekbones so that the sound travels without touching your eardrums. If you want to learn more about bone conduction technology, I will drop a link in the description so that you can go and read more about it. There are several advantages of having bone conduction technology in basically earphones. Can provide you situational awareness. What does that mean? Let's imagine you're walking on a road and you want to be aware of all the ambient noise around you. In that case, bone conduction technology headphones are pretty useful because these kinds of headphones sits on your cheekbones, so you are not being isolated from the ambient noise, whatever it is there in your surrounding. Another big advantage is it is kind of open ear design. So because again it sits on your cheekbones, so your ears are open. There are many options available in the department of earphone and headphones. Some of them are in ear or on ear, but these types of headphones provide you one flexibility that you don't need the particular specific size for your earbuds. So you can wear them comfortably and still don't worry about size and fit issue. And fourth major advantage is if you are using any hearing impairment, in that case, if you want to listen music, you don't need to take out your hearing impairment and still you can use these types of headphones. So that was whole introduction about bone conduction technology. Now let's dive deeper into the unboxing and review of this particular product. Lenovo X3 Pro is based on bone conduction technology. It does not hurt your eardrum. It has got Bluetooth version 5.3 and it is IP56 waterproof and dustproof. Once you slide it, the box is open and now you can access the accessories. Let's look into the accessory. What do we get? There is a USB type A to micro USB cable. So there are not much box content, you get just one cable and the earphone, that's all. There is also a user guide which you can use to read. So now let's talk about the review of these particular headphones. Now I will divide this video into four major categories, that is build quality, connectivity, audio quality and battery life, everything. Talking about the build quality of this particular headphones, these are pretty good. It has got this very plasticky type of feel. Of course, you can't expect more than that in this cheap budget category, and the buttons are quite good. There is a rubberized texture provided for the button. So there are three buttons available. One is for volume up, volume down, and using the middle button you can power it on or off. There is a rubber sealing provided to cover the power input port, which is fantastic. That's why it is kind of water resistant. And you can also see there is a small mic hole on the right. On the right itself you have a light which blinks up when you power it on or off. That is an indication if the headphone is in discoverable mode or not. And the final thing is the headphone itself. There is a rubberized texture provided to it. So when you wear it like this, so they basically sit on here and they don't hurt much actually. So what happens basically, this kind of rubber provides a strong grip. The build quality of this particular headphone I liked a lot because you can't expect more than that in this cheap budget category, which is my point. And one problem what I was facing is because it vibrates a lot. If there was an extra cushioning provided to the vibrator element of this headphone, that would be really fantastic because after a long duration I was feeling a little fatigue over here on my cheekbone where these actually sit. So that was a little bit annoying for me because also I was using it for the first time, as I have never been using bone conduction technology headphone. This is the first time I used it, and I think it depends on people to people. For some people it may be annoying and for some people it may be very comfortable as your ears are open. So in the build quality department I would rate it 4 out of 5, which is fine considering the price of this particular headphone. Now let's talk about the connectivity and pairing with other devices. This headphone comes with Bluetooth 5.3 and it can seamlessly connect with your any device including Mac OS, Windows, Android or iOS, anything. Any device that is Bluetooth enabled, it will connect with that seamlessly. no problem at all. Whenever you power it on using this middle button, it goes to discoverable mode. During the first setup, you need to pair it with your device, and then from the next time onwards, it gets just automatically paired if the Bluetooth is on in your device. So connectivity was quite seamless. I tested it on Windows and Android both. You might have one question, what is the range of this in terms of connectivity and all? So range is pretty good. I was able to use it till 15 to 20 meters, and considering there was no wall, so if there is some wall, you can expect almost a 10 meters range, which is kind of normal for any kind of Bluetooth headphones. Considering the connectivity department, I would rate it 4 out of 5, which is fine. Now let's talk about the battery life. The battery capacity provided in this headphone is 135 mAh. In general, you will get 7+ hours of battery life as claimed by Lenovo. But in my practical uses, it lasted around 6 to 7 hours in between. It did not cross 7 hours of usage, as given that I was using it at 100% volume. I will explain you why I was using it at 100% volume. You may now also ask what is the charging time for it, as it is rechargeable. We get USB type A to micro USB type of cable. So there is a micro USB port in this particular headphone, so that you can connect with any of your charger. It doesn't support fast charging, so be mindful about that. It takes around 2+ hours to get fully recharged. Considering only the battery department, I would rate it 4 out of 5. The reason why I'm rating this high, because if you look at the tiny size and thinking that we need to fit in a battery in this particular lightweight headphone, which is in such a cheap budget category, I think it is quite fantastic to have 5+ hours of battery life in my practical uses, which was phenomenal. Now let's talk about the audio quality. For music listening and call quality both, I will explain what it is, because that's the major uses why you buy a headphone. First of all, I want to clarify, if you are a music lover and you need a headphone for music, just don't go for it, because these are not quite fantastic for music listening. The vocals are pretty average. Even if you listen it at 100% volume, you will feel like if I had some more volume coming in. But that is one disappointment with this headphone I have. The reason is also because it sits on your cheekbone, so the sound travels via your bone conduction technology. You lose many details in your music. So that is one concern you might have. But come on, $25 is not much for this, because the reason why I'm saying you, bone conduction technology is pretty expensive, and the earphones and headphones are pretty expensive with this type of technology. These are kind of cheapest in having bone conduction technology. That's why I would not bother about the music quality, but rather I bother about the call quality, how it's the audio quality when you speak to someone. And these are pretty fantastic at that. How much I would rate in audio quality? I would rate it only 3 out of 5, which is kind of average rating for it, because as I explained you, it's not very ideal in audio, and the volume levels are pretty minimal, so you have to always listen it at 100% volume. That is one condition. The vocals are never muffled, and also that's why I'm rating 3, otherwise the rating could have gone down. How would I use this particular headphones? That might be one of your questions. I would use it for audio calls, not for music listening for sure. As I explained, the audio output for music listening is not ideal for this. However, you can use it for taking calls and all. These are pretty good, and the connectivity is seamless. Bluetooth range is pretty fine, and the battery life is fantastic. Considering all the factor, if you take the average of all 4 departments, the final rating is around 3.7 out of 5. Which is kind of okay rating for this kind of budget headphones. If you want to buy this headphone, there is a heavy discount for you. You can use this code to get 20% exclusive discount, as Lenovo has provided me this code for all my exclusive viewers. Link to buy these headphones are given in the description box below. You can buy it, and the shipping is worldwide. That's all for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care and goodbye. Thank you for watching.